I'm 20 years old, and my teenage years were filled with going out, partying, hanging out with my mates, doing crazy shit and having fun. And then one of my friends introduced me to an app called TikTok. At first, it was like finding a gem. I could find many entertaining videos on the app. In fact, I didn't even have to find the videos myself. I just had to open the app and TikTok algorithm would automatically bring me the most addictive videos. I just had to swipe down and up. But slowly, I became hooked.
Rise in teens on TikTok self-diagnosing themselves with rare mental health disorders, in most cases that they don't have, after watching videos on the social platform.
Experts warning about what they call a troubling trend on TikTok that could leave some teens believing they have a serious mental disorder.
You can think of it a bit like a rat in a Skinner box. Push the lever and get the food. You open this app, you start swiping, and before you know it, 3 hours of your life is gone and you've achieved basically nothing.
There were two best friends in China, Alex Zhu and Lu Yu Yang, whose friendship had been going on for a long time. They carefully observed the growth of technology, and one day they decided to launch an educational social media app that would allow children to study at home. This was something that even the world's top universities could not provide. Their other motive was to provide a platform for skilled teachers to teach people, regardless of whether they have a degree. The app would pay these teachers, and they would also gain fame worldwide. It would be a win-win situation for all parties. Teachers would get paid, students would get access to high-quality educational videos, and the app would be a success. After spending 6 months building the app and conducting tests and trials, their app was finally ready to be released. Everything was going well, at least until then. When they launched the app, things went completely opposite of what they'd imagined. The videos took too long to create, and lesson planners had a hard time condensing their expertise into 3 minutes. Content creation and consumption needed to be within minutes and seconds, not hours. As a result, the app was not entertaining and did not attract teenagers. It was doomed to be a failure. At that point, Zhu's team only had 8% of its money left. Instead of giving it back to investors and walking away, they decided to come up with a new idea. The 15-second videos were long enough to draw a laugh and tell a story, but not too long that teens would get bored and move on to the next one. The app featured a mix of teenage boys thumping their chest to a song, gymnastic routines set to music, and funny acting out of song lyrics. After spending some time and money on this app, they launched it again and named it Musical.ly. This app was launched in China and America in 2014, and immediately they saw great numbers. Around 500 people were downloading it a day, and more importantly, they just kept coming back. 2 months later, it hit the #1 spot on the iTunes App Store. Since then, the app has never fallen out of the top 40 apps on every platform. In May 2016, over 70 million people had downloaded Musical.ly. More than 10 million videos were uploaded daily on the app. Everything was going well, until a new twist came into this journey. It was a normal day for people around the world, but at ByteDance's headquarters in China, something was happening that would soon disrupt the market for short video platforms. On this day, Chinese tech giant ByteDance released an app called Douyin, which was marketed as a video sharing social networking service similar to Facebook and Instagram, both of which are banned in China. It took the company 200 days to build the Douyin app, and when it was launched, 100 million people joined within just 1 year. While Musical.ly was becoming more and more popular in the United States, Douyin was going global after ByteDance's decision to bring it outside of China's Great Firewall in 2017. ByteDance as a company had one thing that Musical.ly did not, an incredible algorithm. The first app that Yiming created for his company was called Tutao, which means headlines in Chinese. This app is a news and information platform specifically designed to be powered by AI combined with user interest. Yiming's plan from the start was to let the app form around the user. When working on Douyin, ByteDance used Tutao's already well-performing algorithm to create an app similar to Musical.ly. In November 2017, ByteDance acquired the Musical.ly app for $1 billion and eventually closed down the Musical.ly app and incorporated most of its features into Douyin. In August 2018, ByteDance released the global version of Douyin and named it TikTok. The merger with Musical.ly was proving to be a huge success, and TikTok's growth showed no signs of slowing down. One of the main draws of TikTok is its elaborate algorithm that quickly figures users' tastes and preferences based on how they engage with the app. TikTok has done what many others have tried to do. It's found a permanent space on people's screens alongside other social media giants like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you use TikTok now, you know that it's much more than what Musical.ly was. It's not just an app to watch people lip sync and dance. TikTok's a world of its own. As you scroll your For You page, you might see a video that's so specific to your life. Next, a story from someone across the world that helps you understand their culture more deeply. Then a how-to video explaining whatever it is that you specifically want to know about. Maybe a recipe, a hairstyle, a car fix hack. It's all within 5 minutes. "2021 was a big year for TikTok. It hit the 1 billion user mark, and it also earned the title of the most downloaded application worldwide with 656 million downloads. But how? How does TikTok achieve this much within just a few years? And why does it become so popular? First, let's find the answer how. Step 1. Dropping at the right time. TikTok came out at the right time. Do you remember Vine? So do millennials and Generation Z. Vine was a short-form video application just like TikTok, where users could post looping video clips up to 6 seconds long. Throughout its lifetime, the app gained over 200 million active users, making it one of the most popular social media platforms of its time. However, in October 2016, Twitter announced that all new Vine uploads would be disabled, and in January 2017, the Vine era officially ended. Essentially, TikTok was able to fill a lot of the void left by Vine as a similar short-form video application. Step 2. Appealing to short attention spans. Even though users can now make TikTok videos up to 10 minutes long, the majority of TikTok videos are short and easily scrollable, so it appeals to those with short attention spans. Typically, people are more likely to watch a 10-second video than a 10-minute video, and TikTok capitalizes on this fact with its short-form video capabilities. Now, let's talk about why. Have you ever stopped to think about why scrolling through social media can be so addicting? It may have something to do with the way your brain responds to dopamine, a chemical that helps regulate pleasure and focus. Scrolling down your homepage can quickly become like a Las Vegas slot machine, with the reward being dopamine instead of chips or money. But what else makes TikTok so addictive? Its short, catchy videos and wide range of content could be contributing factors. Whatever the reason, TikTok's popularity shows no sign of slowing down. And little do you know that this isn't the only way TikTok plays with your brain.
How to get TikTok famous in the next 10 minutes. You heard that right.
This number, 305,000 views.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get TikTok famous today.
So you want to be TikTok famous? Well, the good news is I can help you get there.
TikTok wants to have as many creators as possible. Rather than making users jump through countless and changing hoops like other social media platforms, TikTok has taken the world by storm, turning ordinary people into internet celebrities overnight. But the quest for fame on TikTok is a cutthroat game. Creators compete fiercely to go viral, constantly pushing the limits and taking risks in pursuit of the next big trend. The pressure to perform is intense. One misstep and a creator's fame can vanish as quickly as it appeared. Some will do whatever it takes to stay relevant, even if it means resorting to controversial or outrageous content. But this dangerous game can lead to criticism and backlash, causing careers to implode in an instant. Only the strong and true to themselves can survive the fame game on TikTok. Those who are genuine and create content that resonates with their audience will find lasting success on the platform. The fame game on TikTok may be fickle, but for those who play it right, the rewards can be life-changing. The algorithm that powers TikTok is constantly analyzing your behavior on the platform, using every action you take to shape the content that it serves you, from the accounts you follow to the comments you leave to the videos you like and share. TikTok tracks it all and uses it to build a detailed profile of your interests. But it doesn't stop there. TikTok also looks at the content of the videos themselves, analysing the captions, hashtag and sound used to categorise and understand the themes and topics of each post. And if that wasn't enough, the algorithm even takes into account your device and account settings, using information like your country, language and type of mobile device to fine-tune its recommendations. All of this data is used to craft a personalised feed of content that TikTok believes will keep you scrolling, watching and engaging for hours on end.
We're looking at TikTok. We may be banning TikTok. We may be doing some other thing.
In September 2020, the Trump administration in the United States dropped a bombshell announcement. TikTok was banned. Citing national security concerns, the government declared that the wildly popular app would be shut down within months. But TikTok users were not to go down without a fight. Protests erupted across the country, with young people taking to the streets to defend their right to creativity and self-expression. In the end, their efforts paid off. A federal judge blocked the ban, ruling that it was unconstitutional and a violation of free speech. TikTok was saved, at least for the time being. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, India was dealing with its own TikTok drama. In June 2020, the government banned TikTok along with 58 other Chinese apps, citing security concerns and violations of user privacy. The decision sent shockwaves through the country, as TikTok had become a cultural phenomenon in India. Millions of users were devastated, with many seeing the ban as an attack on their freedom of expression. Protests erupted across the country as Indians took to the streets to defend their rights to use TikTok. But in the end, the ban held firm. TikTok was gone from India, and its millions of users were left in the dark. Meanwhile, across the globe in Australia, the government was considering its own ban on TikTok. This sparked a heated debate within the country, with some arguing the ban was necessary to protect national security, while others argued it was a misguided attempt to stifle free expression. TikTok is a virtual data goldmine, collecting potentially even more information than tech giants Facebook, Google and Twitter combined. But the truer danger lies in its Chinese roots. TikTok is owned by a Chinese company, with close ties to the Chinese government, meaning that every single piece of data collected by TikTok is also available to the authorities with no legal limitations. The Chinese government has the power to request and access literally anything from TikTok at any time, posing a serious threat to user privacy and security. Censorship. TikTok moderation is a mess, with censorship rife across the platform. For instance, the problem surrounding the removal of tags has led some already marginalized communities to become even more excluded. Users who protested racism in their videos reported a drop in the popularity of their content. There's no list of banned words or phrases, and it's unclear whether the mod team is run by AI or by humans. And if you think all this is hearsay, think again. In March 2020, The Intercept got its hands on some internal TikTok documents that said moderators needed to suppress posts by users who were too ugly, poor or disabled. The problem's getting worse, not better. Well, we can't thank you enough for sticking with us until the end of this video. If you love our content and the way we present it, don't be shy, drop us a line and let us know. We love hearing from you and are always open to collaborations.